Hi, welcome to this broadcast, and with me today I've got a special guest, and that guest is Eric Avery, Head of Development Support. Hi Eric, how are you?
Hi Mark, outstanding as usual.
You've been all over the place, and I think a lot of people wouldn't actually have seen a great deal of you, but at the same time a lot of people have seen an immense amount of you.
In the UK, just recently, I've done about 3,500 miles travelling around with the roadshow. I've been to London, Manchester, Birmingham, Newcastle. If we step out just outside of England, I've been up to Glasgow as well.
Yeah.
So it's been very busy, and every single event that I've had has been absolutely bursting.
Well, the feedback that I've received myself, I know you've had loads of it, in fact we all have, but the feedback I've been getting is that these are a must-attend event.
Absolutely. Well, anyone not going to these events is really missing out. And anyone going, I've noticed people are going and they're taking guests. The last one I went to, actually, in Hilversum in Holland, it was probably 70% of the people in the room were guests. And that's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal.
What can they expect to see at these events, the uVme Roadshow? Just, a lot of people we've been talking about it, but obviously it's having some effect. In fact, it's having a large effect in some cases. Well, what will they see when they go there?
Well, two things, information and a little bit of entertainment, because I do like to have fun at these events. Okay. Now, the events are split basically into two parts. The first part is the business presentation.
Okay.
And through the business presentation, I'm going to show people, in fact, I show people exactly how the business works, what's involved. I showed them the different elements of the pay plan.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because that part of the meeting, you actually go into the pay plan in a lot more detail, don't you?
Well, that's in the workshop, but in the first section I go through it in as much detail as maybe guests can take on board, because one of the things I'm very keen on is that when you take your guests along to these workshops, that they go along and they understand what they see. And that they've got that little spark inside them that says, I want to know more. That's when they stay for the 45-minute workshop. And in the workshop, they actually learn a great deal more. In fact, in the workshop, that's the section where actually, either myself or whoever's presenting at the time will actually motivate the people and get them into action.
Now, you've told us about where you have been and what you have been doing and the many thousands of miles you have been doing, but I believe you've got something that's coming up which is going to put thousands and tens of thousands of miles on your clock. What's that all about?
We're going to New York City. We're going to be on Broadway on the 18th of September at the Snapple Theatre. I believe that's right in Times Square. It's at the heart of the activity there. So that is where you need to be if you're in America. If you can get a plane or a train or a Greyhound bus, that's where you need to be. Bring the people along there. It's a fantastic venue. Just go along to snapple.com and have a look, and you'll see it's an amazing venue.
So that's the first one in America?
That's the first one in America. I'm going to be supported there by Linda Tangarone, who's one of our leaders there. Amazing lady who really motivated. So what you need to do, if you're a leader in the USA, or you're an entrepreneur, or what's that word you use?
Pioneer.
Or if you're a pioneer, then that's where you need to be. Because I'm going to give you information that you will want to share with your other colleagues, with your other networkers. You'll want to share it. I don't think I've been to an event where people haven't gone out absolutely on a high. Not on a 10, but on a 20. Because they've been so excited.
I've heard complete positive feedback about everyone that's been there. It's a must attend, must attend, must attend. Now, there's not just New York you're going to, is there?
You're going to New York. Just after New York, we're going to Ohio. And I believe Ohio is... no, actually, no, it's Toronto next. There's so many things going on. Toronto, the Old Mill Inn in Toronto.
Where can people get update information on this?
Excellent. Well, if people just log on to www.uVmeevents.com. That's events with an S on the end, plural, uVmeevents.com. Log on there and you'll see all the events that I'm talking about and all the events for the future as well. Everything's on there with all the detail. And of course you'll see that it's free to attend right now because we're in pre-launch. So if you're anywhere near Toronto, you need to go there. Again, fantastic venue.
Excellent, Eric. As you can see, guys, a lot going on, a lot of mileage being ramped up in actually bringing the uVme opportunity, not just to you, but to the world. While we were talking before, we were talking about action that's going on and is going to happen in America. We already have had quite a lot of activity going on in America because of the use of the tools that we've actually developed. If you look in the members area, go to the marketing section. There's a whole list of tools that are all listed on there. Wide variations of tools, but there's one tool that keeps coming back again and again that people keep saying, I'm getting great results with, great results, and that is the pocket pitch.
I have to say, I was going to say, I bet that's the pocket pitch.
Before we close tonight, I just want to say we had Fred Burgess, who's from the UK. He came in before, had a bit of an interview, and he was talking about his success with the pocket pitch. Why don't we just have a look what Fred had to say for himself? I believe you've been having great success with the pocket pitch, so how have you been using them?
Well, very simple. I'll give you an idea. Just last week I went out with about 8 in my pocket, handed them out to people. I'm a bit selective about the people that I hand them out to. It gives me an opportunity to show what we've got. But very simply, if I find someone that's interested, give them the business, get them to the website, job's done for me. And the other day I handed 8 out, got home and I'd signed 3 people up.
That's incredible. What do you say to these people?
Well, it's just looking for people who are basically the same as me. I'm not just looking for any old person. I'm looking for someone that's looking for a business, looking to make some money, an opportunity. Someone that I can work with that has got a similar ilk to me, that wants the same things as I do.
So what's the sort of phrases that you use when you're speaking to these people?
Well, when I first approach people, obviously you need to build a relationship up, because this is all about building relationships up. So you can start off by talking about your family, or what your situation, or what they like doing, and just get into a bit of a situation. And usually it comes on to the job or money. So you can say, then lead in very quickly, well, I'm involved with something that I think might just be something that you might be looking for. Introduce them into the pocket pitch, let the pocket pitch do the business for me, and that's it.
And that is literally
all I do.
That's great. And I believe some of your team are getting great success with it.
Yeah, I've actually sent some of these over to the guys in America who are starting using these really the same way as I do, using them exactly the same way and having a tremendous success with them. What sort of results are they getting? Similar sort of thing. We've got people that are going out with 20, 30. The great thing about them, Mark, is you can put them in your pocket. They're easy to, wherever you go, but you've always got your business in your pocket.
And you're saying they've got 20 or 30?
20 or 30 in the pocket. They'll hand out and very selectively, and they're getting results where they're signing up 2, 3, 4 people a day.
Wow. So there you go, Eric.
I tell you what, he's an absolute superstar. But that's not the only tool we've got. There are many other tools there, and I recommend that if you've not been in the back office in the last day or two, that you go to the back office and have a look, because Mark is always inventing new things for you guys to take advantage of and use.
Check on a regular basis, because stuff goes up and emails just gone out on it. But we're coming to the end of the broadcast. Thanks very much for coming in, Eric, and
My pleasure.
Say bon voyage for your journey over to America. And guys, thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.